What's up, my cosmic gang? How is my cosmic family doing? Are you guys well, happy, and prosperous? Well, if you are, I am glad, and I send you that energy times 10. Welcome to the Cosmic Prince LLC. This is a safe space where we connect you to the universe within by opening your hearts and minds one lyric, melody, sign, season, chemical, color, reading, pattern, synchronicity, planet at a time. Please allow the Cosmic Prince LLC to inspire your inner worlds by connecting you to new realities. How is my cosmic gang doing? I miss you guys. I love you guys so much. Remember that if nobody cares, I do. We have been on a roll. We are growing in subscribers. We are literally almost at 100 subscribers. We can get there. If we make it to 100 subscribers, I will start to do some free little 5-minute personal readings. But if you do want to support the channel, please continue to like, share, and subscribe. Let's get to 100 subscribers and beyond. So grateful for you guys. Keep leaving your comments down below. I love interacting with you guys. I love reading your comments. I love your responses. This reading is actually a comment subscriber request from one of my beautiful people down below. So today we're going to be reading on Beyonce and Rihanna. How do they feel about each other? What is the energy between them? I know that you guys see that my reading is coming true. Rihanna is coming back and doing music because she was about to get sued or they got the contracts right. But let's see how Beyonce and Rihanna are feeling about each other, especially now that Beyonce's music has come out and Rihanna is gearing up to do music. Let's see what the energy between them is. So I'm going to do a dual spread and we're going to see. Spirit, please show us how Beyonce and Rihanna feel about each other in this current energy. These readings are all alleged. They're for entertainment and spiritual and educational purposes. We're just looking for signs, synchronicities, and patterns that will give us insight to help us understand more of pop culture and current events. So, Spirit, please show us how Beyonce and Rihanna are feeling about each other in this current time. Okay, we got the 9 of Cups. So, in the middle and the present right now, they don't dislike each other. They've never not disliked each other, but they have sort of a, this is me over here. And so, now understand when I say this, they have a selfish, selfless love for each other. They don't directly try to involve each other in each other's business, but they indirectly communicate and give each other props or give each other energy on the low. They both are sitting in their emotional energies and saying, look at what I've accomplished. Look at what I've accomplished. Y'all know that's Beyonce deep ass voice, but they don't really feel a certain way about each other, but the competition is that we're both emotionally fulfilled in our own lives. They see each other as successful and blessed. In the present, Rihanna sees Beyonce as, hey, you get money, the divine has favored you. Beyonce sees Rihanna as, hey, you get money, the divine has favored you. And they both see each other as number ones. And so that's like their present current energy. And even in the present past, there is a love for each other between them, a mutual love and adoration. But it really does come from the divine. It really does come from a higher aspect of, I don't want to see another black woman fail. So like, yeah, I got love for Riri. And like, yeah, I'm grateful to Beyonce because I realized she paved the way and she has something to do with my career, but I got love for her. But they don't directly like interact with each other. Now I do get the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. And I feel like they have had to share the industry and navigate around each other. So on this side, I feel like Rihanna has other things on her mind. Rihanna really is focused on building her family, focusing on her relationship, and she really feels like Beyonce has that already. She feels that Beyonce definitely has what she looks forward to in her own life, but not the same way. There has been times they have worked together, they have come together, and they have been behind the scenes together. Here is Rihanna. Also, I feel like this is the man that kind of binds them together, but this could be Jay-Z's energy, that they have both shared love for Jay-Z. This is also a water sign, male, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but also Rihanna being very masculine in her Pisces cusp energy, because she's the Aquarius Pisces cusp. And she definitely has shown love to Beyonce. She feels that, again, she number one, she get money, I get money the same way, but I don't dislike her, but we're not like the best of friends either. And then we have at the bottom the Four of Diamonds. The Four of Diamonds is, again, Rihanna feeling like she had to work hard to carve out her niche and her lane. She feels like two people have compared her and Beyonce like a lot to each other. And that has like been, like, that's been something. That's been something for her to navigate. Whereas Beyonce, on the other hand, she feels like she definitely has given, now take this lightly, but she has given Rihanna a way to be that girl in the industry, because she definitely vouched for her with this King of Hearts energy, where she spoke to the hearts of the executives to say, I think you should sign her. I think y'all should invest in her. She really will be something great, because the Six of Pentacles, again, is about giving and receiving money. And I think Beyonce was definitely in her higher mind realizing that she was doing a good thing, or she helped participate in giving Rihanna the chance that she needed to really be something, whether Rihanna had to fight her way out of those contracts or not. But the Seven of Hearts also shows me that Beyonce has accomplished so much. She's really more so focused on B7, B8, and B9, and whatever else she owes Sony Music, and what her plans are for the future. She also feels like Rihanna could have her moment, but she also feels like she could never outdo her. Beyonce is focused on her family. Beyonce does not feel threatened by Rihanna, but she enjoys the competition, because Rihanna being younger and having so much of the public eye, it makes Beyonce work harder in her authenticity and what makes her her. And what makes her stand out and be unique. I got the Ten of Swords. People have tried to put them against each other. People have tried to, put things out about them. Or, again, we know that this is a little bit of backstabbing and betrayal, but also it's the end of a situation. And like I said, they're not really friends. Like, hey girl, what you doing? Let's talk every day. But they're not enemies either. But they have a love and mutual respect for each other. And again, there was a rough patch in their relationship. Beyonce was accused of leaking Rihanna was accused of sleeping with Beyonce's husband. And those are both terrible rumors and very petty when you think about it in the grand scheme of things of where Beyonce's energy is and where Rihanna's energy is now. But again, they both sit high and sit pretty and say, look at what I've accomplished. Look at what I've accomplished. And, you know, they both look at each other as number one in their field, that they're untouchable. And they have a divine love for each other because it wouldn't be in their best interest to not like each other. But at the same time, there has been some rumors, some backstabbing, some bullshit, bull crap, bull stuff in the background. But again, they're both able to balance the black girl magic in the industry, and they're both able to make money and to balance the growth of their wealth. They're both very abundant. They both think each other is very smart when it comes to business. And sometimes you do feel like, you know, they don't copy each other, but they understand how synergy works. They understand how to play off of each other's energy. This always gives me Kanye West in these readings, but they have a mutual King of Swords energy, whereas it's very calculated. Again, when one does something, the other one can do it in a strategic way, but differently. So Beyonce is more about her artistry, her performance. Rihanna is about her style and her aesthetic. The industry can see that and knows that and tries to put them against each other, but really behind the scenes, they're like, hey, did you see that everybody thought we didn't like each other? Isn't that so funny? Like, hey, your hair is cute. Okay, bye. You know what I'm saying? Like, they are very strategic in their relationship, but they're also advised on what the other one is doing. And this also gives me Jay-Z as well, that he's very calculative of how he like positions the two of them. But they are also very calculative of how they position each other because, again, Beyonce is ruled by Mercury. They both come out as masculine men in this reading. Let that tell you something. But Beyonce is ruled by Mercury, so she's very calculative. She's very hardworking. Her work ethic starts in her mind, and then it comes out in the physical. Rihanna does what she feels. She is a air sign, water sign cusp because she's literally on the last day of Aquarius, and her sign begins in the last day into the first day of Pisces. So she's definitely a true cusper, and she knows how to go between her emotions and through her thoughts. And she feels like, you know, Beyonce is very calculative. They both see each other as hardworking. They've definitely tried to have a relationship before, but it's like, we're just so different, but we respect each other that we're just going to let that go. We're just going to leave that where it is. We're not going to like try to force anything. The universe is telling me that people would like them to work together. People would like to see them on a track, but I don't know. Like, I get the Joker here, which is like, it could happen, but surprise, it may not, because there's a 9 of Swords here. They don't really think about each other like that. They are aware of each other. They don't hate each other, but it's just apples and oranges, or green apple and red apple. Yeah, like, I don't get animosity because it's not a lot of swords. The type of love that they have, again, they feel like they're very successful. Beyonce definitely feels that she's hardworking. They both have a mutual respect and feel like each other works hard and they're very passionate, but they also don't feel like they need to focus on the past, because how could you be friends if you're not okay with that? How could you be friends with someone who's accused of sleeping with your husband? And how could you be friends with somebody you felt like leaked your album? You know what I'm saying? Like, so they respect each other enough to understand the game, but at the same time, it's like, don't expect us to do something unless it's really, 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 really worth it. And so you know, I feel like Rihanna would be open to it behind the scenes, but Beyonce is not like, she not trying to do that. She feels like they're on two different levels, but she doesn't want to come off as a mean girl and be like, no, because my vocals are different and Rihanna does this. But they do the same thing, but differently. You know, like, you know, Beyonce felt like, well, I did Baby Boy. And then Rihanna comes with Ponder Replay. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and it's not entirely them because they have to answer to labels and shit. They tried to be friends, but they're two different type of people. And so I think the Chris Brown situation really had an effect on how Beyonce had to move and navigate, because Chris Brown was opening for her at that time, but Rihanna was Jay-Z's artist. And with everything going on behind the scenes, there was a chance for them to be friends, but at the same time, it's like, well, we're both winners and we're connected. And there was some type of loss here or non-victory when maybe they approached Beyonce and Rihanna to do a song and someone just kept saying no. Someone just was like, no. No, I don't know. But the Five of Wands is also giving me that they've not had a fight or come to blows, but they're very aware of, don't put her stuff out when my stuff come out. Okay, Rihanna coming out, but I'm going to come out in the same year or around the same time. But we not going to be in direct competition with each other because they're both focused on their money. They're both billionaires. They're both, you know, wealthy. And Beyonce feels like she worked a different way to her wealth, and Rihanna felt like she worked a different way to her wealth, but they did what they had to do. And so, again, there will always be little rumors and little communications about them behind the scenes and in front of the scenes. And I don't know, maybe Beyonce called her and told her, girl, you got to get back to work. Maybe you got to try it. Or maybe, I don't know. But I know that there has been some action between them. And we know that Rihanna's coming back to do the Super Bowl. Maybe Beyonce offered her some advice through Jay-Z or through somebody. But I do know that they don't necessarily hate each other. I don't think they've ever had an exchange of words like that, but they've had an exchange of words through their people. And definitely Jay-Z is in the middle of that relationship, and he knows what they really think about each other. Spirit, can you show me, is there any truth to Beyonce being jealous of Rihanna? Which I don't think so at all. Spirit is telling me, hell no. I just seen Beyonce laugh in my mind. But is there any truth to that? I got the Joker and the Two of Cups. No. She feels like you've worked your way up to be on this level, but the love between them is, like I said, it's mutual. They got mutual love for each other. Again, Beyonce feels like I really helped put you on. Like, I heard what they were saying behind the scenes, and they didn't think that you were going to be this. And it was Beyonce communicating to them back in the day that you should invest in Rihanna over Tierra Marie. I think that she would go longer and be a better support to the infrastructure and the business. And that is, I said, now, why could Beyonce help do that? But she couldn't have, it's girl, anyway. I said, Beyonce, you need to go find another Rihanna and let the Walmart girl go. But there was communication back then about, you know, I think that Rihanna would be a better investment. I think that she would do better and you guys should go with her. Because allegedly they both kind of slept with her husband. So why would she like Rihanna over Tierra Marie unless she saw talent, unless she saw style, unless she saw something there that was worth it? So again, Jay-Z is definitely in the middle of it. And again, he's able to make money off both of them. And so again, he's in the middle. He's part of that mutual love and adoration. They've had to fight a lot of rumors. They've had to fight for their spot in the industry as two, you know, Moorish, light-skinned women of color, they've had to definitely fight for their spot to retain their independence in the industry, because back then they used to really try to make Rihanna modeled after Beyonce. And Beyonce felt like she had other competition with the pop girls, but Rihanna could do both. And Beyonce wanted to be taken serious as an artist, as a vocal producer, as an arranger. And Rihanna, as any artist, would want to do that, but she was more so about the style, about her personality, about being an everyday girl and feeling like she was a singer and a performer in her own right. And so there was a lot of fights behind the scene for them to retain their separate identities. And that's kind of why they don't ever really blend, and why Beyonce felt like she gave Rihanna time to find herself without copying her. And it was more so the public. Like, this Ten of Wands is giving me, this Ten of Swords is giving me other people's thoughts about Rihanna and Beyonce. But again, they're two different women and they're focused on two different things, even though they do the same shit. But it was other people's voices, the fans, that were saying, oh, we're the Beehive, we're the Navy, and we don't get along, we're against each other. And really, it's the same swords and the same thoughts, because they both got love for each other. And again, they're both the best. So that's so far so much of what I'm getting as far as Beyonce and Rihanna's energy. Maybe I'll come back and do a reading on Rihanna's Super Bowl, because I told y'all, unless the money was right or she was gonna get threatened for insubordination to do this album, because she already has an album. She already got two. And so it was just the contracts had to be right. Like, Rihanna's whole thing has been money and the contracts and getting her fair and just due. But I say keep an eye open, for a surprise. I don't know if she'll mention Beyonce, or if someone will ask her a question about Beyonce, or if we'll see that Beyonce reached out to her or talked to her, or somehow Rihanna channeled her, or just even a hint of remnants or a reminder of Beyonce. Or even Beyonce, I don't know if she's ever going to speak to us again, but, shouting out Rihanna or congratulating her or being there in the audience. Just something like that. Just be prepared for a surprise from the two of them. But they're both sitting pretty. They're both very smug, very content with their accomplishments. And they don't really think about each other like that. And they respect each other's space. So if you guys enjoyed this reading and you guys would like more readings like this, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you guys would like to book your own personal readings with me, please hit the email link down below and email me with your name. And if your name is different from your YouTube name, then email me with both of your names so that I can get you in the circle and we can get a reading for you. They're both very calculative, though. They're both very calculative, and they're no longer in defense about defending their reputations from each other. They kind of wish people would just let it go, but it's like, hey, if it's going to benefit us, then we'll kind of feed into it. But girl, you over there, I ain't worried about you. Hey, I wave from my distance. But yeah, they've definitely, they're two different girls. They're two different women. And, sometimes that's okay. Rihanna is a totally different woman from Beyonce, but they're both successful and they're going to continue to be successful. And maybe somehow, some way they'll collaborate on something, but at the same time, they don't feel like they have to. They don't feel like it would be worth it if it didn't have to be. So now they definitely defend their right from that shit. They defend their right to be like, I don't know if I want to work with her. I don't know. They definitely feel strongly about that. Like, we don't have to work together if it's not right and it's not organic. We don't have to do it because people want us to. I mean, I know we would like it, but again, they definitely are successful in their own right. But I love you guys. I like you guys. And I like you guys. If nobody else cares, remember I do. Like, share, and subscribe. Do all the win. Hotapu.